Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Second video of this week, we will be taking a look at reserve rights, which is ticker RSR. Had a few requests for this, so we just thought I'd jump on and just mainly identify a few key levels, incorporating what we've learnt with Bitcoin and those prices going up, and vice versa if it's going down. You can use those support and resistance levels to target buy and sell levels for RSR. So you're looking at the support and resistance of Bitcoin, and that tied in with RSR, it could give you some great selling points. So let's have a look straight at the charts here. And this is reserve rights Tether, the daily time frame. I'm actually using the Huobi chart here. It's got a ton of data. If you look on this chart, I mean, it goes all the way back to 2019, pretty much when it launched. So yeah, we had a monumental rise, didn't we? Shot our way up to, what did we get up to in terms of all-time high? We got up to just under 12 cents, so that was a monster move, which I didn't bother taking a profit at. I think when I was first getting into RSR back here, this green box, I did take some on my way up, so I think I was pretty much risk-free, but some of the trades recently I've been buying in, I've been topping up here. I'm still quite underwater, but it is what it is, isn't it? That's the life of an investor. So yeah, I mean, plenty of thick lines going on here. We've obviously got this main one here, which I've been looking at. This is at 0.3 of a cent, so 0.3318. That's a major area which I've been looking to regain, and we've just had a rejection off that area now, very, very close to it. But if you look, that's when we had that major dump back in May of 2022. The price come down. We did get a bit of a relief rally, come back up, and then Tesla dumped over Bitcoin last November, and it did pull the rest of the market down with it. And unfortunately, RSR has been one of the worst hit assets. I know a lot of people were invested in it, but also there were quite a lot of VCs that invested in this project. And as time goes on, they sell their position, whether they're up or down, I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's been absolutely obliterated, probably around 98% down, which is what it is. I suppose with the fact that it is a stable coin within that protocol, then you know what's happened with Terra Luna and all stuff like that. So it's been a bit of a crazy 14 months really for cryptocurrency, and like I say, unfortunately, RSI did take the brunt of it. But looking forward, things must always remain positive. If it's an asset that is fundamentally strong, an asset that's still building, and it's an asset that not many people hear about, that is actually being used on a day-to-day basis. I completely forget the amount of users that are using it, but I think it's in the hundreds of millions of users that are using this application now with the Reserve protocol. So give it its day, I think this will do really well. And yeah, looking at the chart then, we've had a right drop down. We've come all the way down to 2.6, well, 0.0026. It's the numbers which you can't even read. It's that low. We are back down in towards this area of liquidity where we were pretty much stagnated for a while before we went on to rally. And we've tapped into area of liquidity now. Whether we come lower or not is unknown. But if it does, then we've got some levels down here at 0.2%. And then down here at 0.1%. So massive areas to buy down there if the price does come down to there. Looking at levels of resistance, so this is the first major one here, which we broke through. And this one here. So this is the first one I wanted to break through, which we did. We're actually consolidating above it, but this candle on the daily time frame is actually currently dropping through, which is not really good. Considering that Bitcoin's up at 18,200. Maybe some people are taking profit, but for me, we need to get that daily closure back above this line, which was that dump line there. And then if we consolidate it back above there, then this level here at 0.003569 is the first major region we need to get back above. Once we start getting back above there, closing some daily candles, then we'll look to take some profit. Profit lines, you might think, wow, they're quite a distance apart, but they are. I mean, this is a range-bound price action area, and if you look at that in terms of equilibrium, the trading area across all there, that could also be a level as well. So, profit levels on my way up. Get rid of that dot. No idea what that is. First major profit level for me, where I'll be taking profit, is 0.004410. That's the first level. Then beyond that, we're going to look at the lower range of the previous move up here when we're consolidating for a while. And that's at half of a cent, so that's 0.005215. Two major levels where I'll be taking a little bit of profit off. And then hopefully, if we do manage to flip this back to support, this could hopefully be a massive deviation, and then we'll come back up and start to target the equilibrium there, which is at around 0.8%, and then back up to a penny, which would be nice to get 1.1 cent up there, which is a big area where personally I'll be taking a substantial amount of profit off there, only in order to buy back in probably VQ or ride it out and then keep taking profit above that. I've had these levels above marked for ages. As you can see, key areas of resistance at 2.2 cent, 1.6 cent, and then 1.1 cent. So that is pretty much all the levels I want to talk about. We looked at the levels below if the price does dump, but the major thing to look at currently is profit taking levels, because we are waiting for a turn up in price. We're waiting for a decent bear market rally, which we've not really seen yet. I mean, if you look at Bitcoin, it's not really done much of a move, to be honest, and we are coming up towards this major area of resistance here on Bitcoin, 1819k, which is the previous all-time highs from a previous cycle, not this last cycle, but the cycle before. If we do get up towards this region, 19k, and flip back to support, then you're going to see the price go up to 21 and potentially 25. With that, alts will start to follow up, and if you go back to the RSI chart, you might then start to coincide those resistance levels on Bitcoin and have a look at the chart and see where you are. So if Bitcoin's pushing up to 21k and we're at equilibrium, then it will give you a screaming sell signal to say, look, Bitcoin's moving up, alts are following it. Don't make that same mistake as you did last time in the bull market and not taking profit on the way up, because remember, you're here for profit only. You're not here to get emotionally attached to a project, which I have done loads of times. I've invested in projects which I think are epic, and you get a bit sucked into it. You're starting to enjoy being in community, and then bang, yeah, price drops, and whoever's dumping are the ones who are laughing, and you're the one who are crying. So although you might think, right, I want to support a project and hodl long term, that doesn't mean you have to sell your entire bag. If you're, for example, on the way up, sell 10% here, 10% here, 20% here, and when it starts getting up to bigger TP levels, then start to up your amount, and maybe 10, 15, 20, even 50% of your allocation. But always keep that moon bag in there just in case. For me, like I say, I drop it off in 10%, 10 to 20% take profit regions. I mean, it just gives me some ammunition, doesn't it? Ammunition to live, ammunition to buy back in if the price comes lower, which is more than likely expected. And it gives you also options to diversification. You can diverse yourself into many other different assets which come on board. You might be buying RSI now and hoping for the moon. It could happen, but if you're just limiting yourself to one asset, then just do a little bit of diversification. Not extreme, but if you're looking at, I don't know, maybe a maximum of 6 to 7 assets, and that should be something you should be probably considering. But that is going to do it for today's video. Just some levels for you to monitor. I know the price is going up in certain places and certain assets, so use some of those levels to your advantage and try and skim a bit of profit off and pay yourself. If you've managed to hold our way through that bear market, then hopefully things will start to push up very soon within the next few weeks to months to years, who knows. It's going to come at some point, so just hold on. Crypto, in my opinion, is the future, and I think we'll all make some decent money together. But yeah, like I say, that's it today. If you want any assets you want me to cover, drop them in the comments below. I'll try and cover some more altcoin videos tomorrow, and then leading into next week I'll start covering some more and some Bitcoin price analysis. But if you're new here, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.